I've always believed that real intimacy starts with feeling truly seen, not just looked at, but understood deep down. That's why, when my closest friend Sarah started fading after her divorce, I couldn't ignore it. Her laugh used to light up rooms. Now it barely reached her eyes. She carried this quiet ache, like part of her heart had gone missing. We met for tea one quiet afternoon at my place. Sunlight spilled across the kitchen table. I poured chamomile into her cup and watched her wrap both hands around it, as if chasing warmth she couldn't quite find. "I swear," she said, voice low, "I don't even remember what it feels like to be held like I matter." My chest tightened. I reached across the table and let my fingers rest lightly on the back of her hand. Her skin felt cool. She didn't pull away. "That's the saddest thing I've heard in a long time," I told her softly. She gave a small, tired laugh. "It's been months, maybe longer. I thought time would fix it, but I just feel empty." I shook my head. "Couldn't be me. I don't think I could last a week without that feeling, the one where someone knows exactly how to make you feel safe and wanted." She rolled her eyes, but there was no real spark in it. Yeah, you and your perfect husband." I smiled because she wasn't wrong. My husband, Ahmed, has this quiet way of making me feel cherished. A brush of his fingers along my arm when we pass in the hallway. The way he pulls me close on the couch without a word. A soft kiss on my temple when I'm tired. Little moments that build into something unbreakable. "Must be nice," Sarah murmured, staring into her tea. I tilted my head, studying her, the shadows under her eyes, the way her shoulders stayed slightly hunched, like she was protecting something fragile inside. "Maybe the real ache isn't just missing touch," I said gently. "Maybe it's missing someone who truly listens, someone who makes you feel valued." She looked up, surprised. "What do you mean?" "What?" I leaned in a little closer, my voice dropping. "You don't have to look far if you need that feeling again." Her breath caught. "You're not saying—" I let my thumb trace a slow, comforting circle on the back of her hand. "What if I shared a little of what I have? Ahmed. He knows how to care for someone. Really care." She stared at me, lips parted. "You're serious?" I held her gaze, steady and warm. "I am, if you want it." Silence stretched between us, thick with possibility. Her fingers curled slightly under mine, not pulling away, just holding on. That evening, after she left, I found Ahmed in the living room. He was reading, glasses low on his nose. I slid onto the couch beside him, resting my head on his shoulder. His arm came around me automatically, hand settling gently on my waist. "She's hurting," I whispered. He set the book down. "Sarah?" I nodded. "She misses feeling close to someone, truly close." His brow furrowed. "That's tough." I lifted my face, brushing my lips softly against his cheek. "I think maybe you could help her feel that again." He went still. "Me?" "I'd be right there," I said, tracing light patterns along his arm. "Watching, supporting, making sure she feels safe." His breath hitched. "You're really asking this." "I trust you," I murmured, pressing another soft kiss to the corner of his mouth. "And I trust her. She needs this. And maybe we could all feel something beautiful from it." He exhaled slowly, fingers tightening just a little at my side. "I don't know." But he didn't say no. The next morning I sent her a message. Just coffee. No pressure. "Come over when you're ready." She arrived just after lunch. Her hair was loose, eyes brighter than the day before, though still carrying that quiet weight. We sat in the kitchen first, mugs steaming between us. Ahmed joined us after a few minutes, offering a gentle smile and a casual hello. Nothing heavy, just easy. Conversation flowed light at first. Work, the weather, a funny story about a neighbor's cat. Then I reached for Ahmed's hand under the table, lacing my fingers through his. Sarah's eyes flicked down, noticing. "I've been thinking about yesterday," I said softly. She swallowed. "Me too." I squeezed Ahmed's hand. "We want to help, if you want us to." Her gaze moved between us, searching. "You're really okay with this?" Ahmed spoke for the first time, voice calm and kind. "Only if it feels right for you." A long pause. Then she set her mug down. "Show me." I stood first, offering my hand. She took it. Ahmed rose too, and the three of us moved into the cozy sitting room. Afternoon light poured through the curtains, turning everything golden and soft. I guided Sarah to the wide couch. Ahmed sat beside her, leaving space. I took the armchair across from them, close enough to feel part of it all. For a moment, no one moved. Then Ahmed reached out slowly, resting his hand over hers on the cushion. Just a gentle cover, nothing more. She didn't flinch. Instead, her shoulders eased a fraction. "You don't have to do anything," he told her quietly. "Just breathe with us." She nodded, small and uncertain. I watched as he began to speak, soft words about how strong she was, how much she deserved to feel cared for. His thumb moved in slow, soothing strokes across the back of her hand. Her breathing slowed. Her eyes fluttered closed for a second. The air felt warmer, thicker with trust. I felt a gentle heat bloom in my chest. Not jealousy, something deeper. Pride, maybe, and longing. Seeing him give her that tenderness made my heart swell. After a while, she leaned toward him, just a little. He opened his arm. She hesitated, then rested her head lightly against his shoulder. His hand came up to cradle the back of her neck, gentle, protective. She let out a long, shaky breath. I rose quietly and moved to the couch. I sat on her other side. My hand found her arm, fingers brushing lightly up and down in comfort. "You're safe," I whispered near her ear. She turned her face toward me. Our eyes met. Something unspoken passed between us. Gratitude, vulnerability, connection. Ahmed shifted so his arm draped loosely around both of us. I leaned in, pressing a soft kiss to Sarah's temple. She sighed, melting a little more. Then I turned and brushed my lips against Ahmed's jaw. He smiled, small and warm. We stayed like that for a long time. Bodies close, hands touching, mine on her arm, hers resting on his knee, his fingers woven through mine behind her back. Slow, careful movements. No rush, just the quiet building of closeness. I could feel her heartbeat where our shoulders touched. Steady now, calmer. "Do you feel it?" I asked her softly. She nodded against Ahmed's shoulder. "I think so." He spoke low. "Tell us what you need." She lifted her head, looked at me first, then him. "Just this, being held, being seen." So we gave her that. I guided her to lean back against the cushions. Ahmed and I moved with her, one on each side. My arm slipped around her waist. His hand rested lightly on her thigh, just above the knee, comforting. She reached up, fingers brushing my cheek, then his. A soft kiss landed on her forehead from him, another from me on her cheek. She turned, pressing her lips gently to the corner of my mouth, then his. Small, tentative exchanges, full of care. The room felt smaller, warmer. Our breaths mingled, hands explored slowly, tracing arms, linking fingers, cupping shoulders. Bodies shifted closer until there was no space left between us. Legs tangled gently. Chests rose and fell in the same slow rhythm. Tension hummed beneath every touch. Not urgent, just deep, aching longing, finally being met. I felt it in the way Sarah's fingers tightened on my wrist, in the way Ahmed's breath caught when I leaned across to kiss her cheek again, in the quiet way we all held on, afraid to let go too soon. Time blurred. Minutes? Hours? It didn't matter. At some point, we lay back together on the wide couch, Sarah in the middle. Ahmed and I curled around her like a shield. My hand rested over her heart, his arm draped across both of us. We traded soft kisses, foreheads, cheeks, corners of mouths, whispered words of comfort, gentle strokes along arms and backs. No one spoke of stopping. No one needed to. Eventually, the light outside faded to dusk. We stayed wrapped in each other, hearts beating close. A deep, peaceful quiet settled over us. When we finally stirred, Sarah's eyes were bright with unshed tears, but happy ones. She laughed softly, brushing hair from her face. "Thank you," she whispered. Ahmed kissed her temple. "You don't have to thank us." I squeezed her hand. "We're glad you trusted us." We moved to the bedroom later, not for anything hurried, just to keep holding each other through the night. Soft blankets, warm skin against skin, arms and legs entwined, slow, sleepy kisses on shoulders and necks, fingers tracing lazy patterns on arms and backs, the kind of closeness that soothes the soul. I woke first in the morning. Sunlight slipped through the curtains. Ahmed slept on one side, face relaxed, arms still around Sarah. She slept on the other, curled toward me, fingers loosely tangled with mine. No regret, no awkwardness, just quiet joy. I stretched carefully. Ahmed stirred, eyes opening. He smiled, soft, content. Sarah woke next, blinking slowly. When she saw us both watching her, a shy smile curved her lips. "Morning," she murmured. "Morning," we answered together. We stayed in bed a while longer, trading gentle touches, soft kisses on cheeks and foreheads, hands resting on waists and shoulders. No words needed. Everything felt right. Later, over coffee in the kitchen, Sarah looked at me across the table. "I didn't expect—" She paused, searching for words. "I didn't expect to feel this full again." I reached for her hand. "Neither did I." Ahmed stood behind me, hands resting lightly on my shoulders. He leaned down, pressing a kiss to the top of my head. Sarah watched us, then smiled. "Can we do this again sometime?" I glanced up at Ahmed. He nodded, small and sure. "Whenever you want," I said. She exhaled, relieved, happy. As she left later that morning, she hugged us both. Long, tight hugs. I felt her heartbeat against mine, steady, strong. When the door closed, Ahmed pulled me into his arms. His lips found mine in a slow, tender kiss. "You okay?" he asked quietly. "More than okay," I whispered. "I feel alive in a new way." He smiled against my mouth. "Me too." I rested my head on his chest, listening to his heart. What started as compassion for a friend had opened something inside me too. A door I didn't know was there. Now I wonder, does this kind of connection belong only to the brave? Or is it something we all crave in quiet moments, waiting for the right people to unlock it? I'm still figuring it out. But I know one thing. Last night wasn't the end. It was a beginning. What do you think? Is this kind of bold closeness something only a few dare to try? Or is it waiting for all of us in the right moment, with the right hearts? Let me know in the comments. I want to hear every thought, your hopes, your hesitations, your own stories. And if this touched you, please like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. There's more to share. See you soon.